Welcome to Big Business with Sarah, the show for experienced entrepreneurs who want to grow their impact and income through value-based outputs. Are you a freelancer or a small business owner with 10 to 20 years of work experience? And is it finally time for you to reap the fruits of your labor and to recreate the business you will love? My name is Sarah Berkenkamp, and I'm helping you every Thursday to take your dream business closer to reality. Do not forget to subscribe to my show and catch every episode. Welcome to episode 10 of Big Business with Sarah. I'm so happy we are at episode 10. Yay! Time to celebrate and I really want to thank you for listening. That's what I want to start with. Thanks to you, I can do this. So thank you for that. And please do keep on sharing, subscribing, rating my podcast, really. If you liked it, of course, share it with the people around you, because spreading out this podcast is really going to help me. Being able to keep on creating this free value podcasts. If you like me, if you like the podcast, please do share. So, and because it's episode 10, we're going to talk about you and your business and if it's healthy, if it's a healthy business. And you're probably thinking, I don't want to talk about this. And that's probably one of the reasons why you should actually keep on listening if you are not willing to talk about it. So, those people that are saying, oh, you're an entrepreneur. That's interesting. Is it going well? Do you have enough clients? Aren't you afraid? Aren't you afraid of taking those risks all day, every day? Aren't you afraid of not knowing where the money comes from next? And, I have those people around me a lot, actually. Not many people, not many friends. I'm starting to get a lot of friends who are also business owners, obviously, but not many of my friends are business owners. And they don't understand why I'm doing this, and they think you're taking a lot of risks, and it's not very smart. So, that's why I wanted to do this episode, because I think many people think this way. And I want to share with you, you're not alone in this, and I'm here to help you. And because it's episode 10, I have 10 reasons and science to discover if your business is healthy. So you think the problem is, I don't have a problem, I'm going to stop listening. But the actual problem is, are you sure you are safe in your business? And that's why I want to ask you to take a few minutes of your time, really, and enjoy this episode. And I want to also, because I'm not really sure when you're listening to this, maybe you're walking to your office, maybe you're doing the dishes, maybe you're just walking around doing nothing, maybe you're watching, listening to my show with 100 people, I don't know, in one room. I don't think so. But did you know that I'm always writing an article about every podcast episode? So it's just for you to check back and really see, okay, what has she been talking about? And you can find it on bureausbb.com/podcast. I also put the link in the description, and you can find it there. And really, this will help you to recap, actually, really every episode that I'm talking about, because I can imagine that you don't want to listen to me twice or 3 times with the same story. And there's always, in those articles, there's always a free download that you can find. So I'm going to start with the first question. So 10 signs if your business is healthy or not. So that's my first question, really. Is your business financially healthy? So, those people that I was talking about before, those non-business owners, they're like, oh, aren't you afraid, not knowing where your money comes from? And I want to ask you if you thought about, at which point your business is not healthy anymore. So imagine that you're having a feeling, you're looking at your bank account and you're thinking, oops, I really should work a little harder to be able to pay myself, my team, my taxes, my bills, etc. So for me, for instance, that's 6 months. That's my perfect number. I always want to have that amount of money on my bank account. And sometimes it is in abundance, it's a lot, and sometimes it isn't, and I'm getting a little bit stressed out. Obviously, this still happens, and it's fine, but it could cause a lot of stress with you, and you will always find a way, obviously, because you are an entrepreneur. But I just want to ask you to think about what for you that golden number is. So maybe it's 2 months, and you're thinking, you know what, after 2 months, if I'm not having any money anymore, I will just get a job, because really the jobs are there. There is a lot of jobs available currently in this current economy. So yeah, I mean, you're right. Why not? Don't think too harsh on yourself there. So then I want to ask you the second question. How many clients do you have waiting for you? Is that too many? Is that too little? And do you have a waiting list? So for instance, when I was a freelancer, I had about 3 to 7 clients. 3 of them most of the time were the big accounts, and then the other 4 were smaller clients of mine. And this was financially smaller and also time-wise, by the way, because I was a freelancer. I was selling my hours, and so my time. And I realized, actually, already, I was thinking, I'm already realizing this. My entire career, it's quite a risky business model, because I'm not really sure, I was always looking for new clients, and sometimes, they want to work for you now, but then your hours, are filled with those other clients, and then you can't, and then all of a sudden you have this gaping hole in front of you, with no money, no client, nothing, So, that's not a good idea. So you can start by adding maybe a waiting list to your website. Maybe there's people that want to work with you, but they just want to have the option of having that waiting list. I mean, this is also one of the reasons why I am pivoting from freelance to an online business offer, so I can help more people at the same time, because I have a waiting list for 1.5 years now. So that's the second question. Then I want to ask you, so decide for yourself, sorry about that previous one, decide for yourself how many people you want on your wait list, and really work on that, clients, and really work on that. Find those people, talk to them, make them your warm leads, and and really make them run to you. So the third question I want to ask you is, where is your business in 2 years? Imagine this. If you don't know this, I don't know. I don't think that's a very healthy idea. Of course, if you're, for instance, again, a freelancer, of course you don't really know where your business is going, but maybe you know how many hours a week you want to work, what your hourly rate should be, what kinds of clients you want. So there is a lot that you are actually in control of. The fourth one that I want to share with you is, if you have put all the things that you're doing regularly, have you put them in a process? So, for instance, posting on social media, making appointments for meetings. So, for instance, I am using, Facebook Business Manager for posting on social media. Of course, I also post some things on the regular myself, just from my phone. But that's what I'm using. And I'm also having my team. I'm working with a copywriter and a technical VA and a video editor. And they are working with me, on this content that I'm creating right now for you. And they all have their different tasks. And I made a process, when does that person do that, and when I have those check moments, that's a process that I've created. So I wonder if you have something like that. So I'm recording those podcasts. I'm doing this many episodes actually on one day. So how can you also make a process out of this? Making appointments. So I'm using Calendly. It's a tool that you can use, that you can also really easily connect with Zoom and your agenda. So I don't have to go back and forth in mail. So can you go on Wednesday? Can you meet me on Wednesday? Can you meet me on Thursday? Reading emails. So I am not receiving too many emails, so I can do it myself. But actually, if you are receiving, for instance, a lot of customer service emails, try to think of it as a process, really start working on those emails maybe twice a day maximum, maybe even twice a week. So really think of a process for yourself and not just read the email once it comes in and then be all, flooded by all the information. Team processes, how is your team working? Also check-ins with your teams, all those things that you're doing regularly. Really think about it. Think about your own processes. I gave you some examples, but you probably have a lot of other, paying your bills, whatever. So put them in a process. So it's much easier for you to work on this. So for instance, for my podcast, I have a certain way of working. So, I have to make sure my hair, my makeup, everything is good. My light is working, my camera, my microphone has to work, my producer has to be available. And then afterwards, my team has to be able to post everything and put it everywhere, in the right place so that you can actually listen to it. So I made a whole process on that. Then the fifth question is, are you working too many hours a day? Or does the day not have enough hours? It just depends on how you want to say it. So I'm hearing so many business owners saying, I really worked until midnight tonight or today. I'm like, I don't understand how you could do that, because once I am feeling I'm not productive, I just stop working because I know it's not going to help me. This will probably allow me not to do, amazing or marvelous things, but I don't think other people aren't either. I don't know. It's just something that I have never really done. I don't do overtime. So please, be mindful of yourself, how many hours every day you want to work. I think there's about 6 productive hours every day, and then you can do those 2 hours. You can do meetings or maybe call people. Maybe your dentist or whatever. I don't know. Do those little things, have lunch, and then also just meet friends or friends who are also business owners. So do not work too many hours a day, and be honest with yourself about this. Then the 6th question I want to ask you is, are you happy with your team? If you have a team. But this could also be, for instance, your bookkeeper, right? Or, your someone who helps you with your taxes. I don't know. It could be anything. So currently I have a team of 3 people. I'm very happy with them. I think they're also quite aligned, actually. I think they understand each other. And they are really a perfect fit. And I'm very happy with my team at this moment. And they are exactly what I need. So I started first with a technical VA, working with a technical. Then I really wanted to get help of a copywriter, and now I'm also hired a video editor. So it doesn't have to be perfect the whole time. And maybe at some point, I'm thinking, what? I can't work with you anymore. Obviously, I don't want that with my lovely team, but it could happen. But really be honest about this. Are you happy with your team? Or maybe you do need a new team member because you're doing something that you really don't like to do. You have some extra cash, hire someone, or, as a freelancer, or, to work for you. The 7th question I want to ask you is, do you sometimes see others and you think, I wish I had a business like that? This is something that I've been thinking a lot lately, obviously, because I've turned business coach. I'm seeing business coaches, and I'm thinking, I wish I had already 100 clients. I wish I had a team of 20 people. But I should be realistic. I started really discovering that I wanted to become a business coach in November. Right now it's March. Why should I rush things? I'm fine. If I'm just consistent, it will all be fine. These people, took 4 years, maybe having the business that they're having right now. I just should be patient and really enjoy what I'm doing right now. But nonetheless, if you are aiming to get a business that you're not having yet, that's great. Find ways on how to get there. Maybe get there a little bit faster. But this is actually a good thing, I think. And if you don't have this feeling, then maybe it's time to find someone who has your dream business and talk to them, or maybe think of ways how to be like them or work like them. The 8th question I want to ask you is, are you in control of reaching your goals, or doesn't it feel this way? So, you have your year plan. By the way, you can also get a template of a business plan in my shop. You can go to bureausbb.com/shop and you can get a template for your business plan and also a template for your budget, your yearly budget. But just also for the business plan, you can get it so that you're sure that you have all the tools that you need. But writing down those goals is different than actually reaching those goals. So a business plan can help you, but you also really need to put in processes and a planning to make sure that you can reach those goals. The 9th question I want to ask you, are you having fun? And actually, I don't understand why I put it in a nice place, because actually this should be the first question. I think this is one of the most important things in life and in your business. Are you still having fun? And how can you get more fun in your business and your job? And the 10th question is, are you confident in your business? Are you sure that this is your business? Does it feel like your business? Are you grounded and connected with your business, with your output, with your offer, with your clients? The way you're filling your days, are you thinking, yes, I can do it? Or are you always a little bit afraid of the feedback that you might be getting and you're not sure, you think you're an imposter and everything? Okay, there are ways to work on that, obviously, but are you feeling confident in your business? So if there's 2 of these 10 questions that you can cross off, it's seriously time to rethink your business. And you can do this all by yourself. Obviously, I have a quick fix for you. I have a Business Essentials workbook, and you can work on these 10 questions. It's really going to help you write everything down. But you can also work with me, and you can really start easy with a 3-week intensive that I'm offering right now. It's a private coaching with me, 3 coaching calls of 1 hour, and then also daily Voxer access with me in your back pocket. And I will be there to help you take those parts of your business that you don't feel really well about, or that you don't really trust, because all these 10 problems that I spoke about earlier in this podcast are all fixable. So there's a solution to every problem, and I'm very happy to help you. And now I'm going to share my famous quote, and this time it's coming from Ariana Grande. It's a new day. Count your blessings. Think twice before you complain, give more than you ask for, and do what makes you happy and enjoy life. And with this lovely quote, I want to end this 10th podcast episode. And thank you for listening to me. Please do not forget to share. Please do not forget to download the free Business Essentials workbook. And I hope to see you next week.